telling yourself, I'll just wipe out this Christmas debt with my tax refund money. Let's pause for a minute, because this is the exact cycle that keeps you trapped. And listen, there is no shame to this. A lot of people do it. You use your tax refund to clean up the mess. But then life happens, and then you swipe your card again, and the cycle continues. Today we're going to do a January reset. I'm not going to sit here and tell you about interest rates and how they work, but I am going to explain to you why your balance might be going down and what you could do to change it up a little bit. There are 3 traps that keep credit card balances from going down. Once you fix these, you will finally start to see progress. Trap 1 is the minimum payment trap. Trap 2 is the still swiping trap. Trap 3 is the once a month payment trap. Trap number 1 is the minimum payment trap. Minimum payments are not designed to get you out of debt. They're designed to keep you in debt. With credit cards, there's usually a monthly borrowing charge that shows up on your credit card statement every month. So when you make a payment, part of your payment goes towards that monthly charge, and only the rest reduces the actual balance. So if you're paying a small amount or still using your card, your total payment might only be going to that monthly charge every month. It may not even be going to your balance. And your credit card's like, hey, thanks for the contribution. This cannot continue. So if you're making the minimum payment or something close to it, it can seem like forever before that number even moves. So if you want your payments to go down quicker, you need to be putting more on your balance than minimal. It has to be a payment that actually matters and that you can see results. You can feel better about it, and you'll keep applying payments because you're actually getting somewhere. You will not get anywhere if you continue with minimum payments. Trap 2 is the still swiping trap, which is you're still swiping your card as you're trying to pay off your debt. When I say this, I mean this with love, but you can't fill in a hole that you keep digging out. So if you're swiping your card and you put $150 on your card, but you made a $200 payment this month, you only made a $50 payment. So that number is not going to go down as quickly as you think it's going to go down. And then you feel like, my gosh, I can't ever get this paid off. It's because you keep using your card as you're paying it off. So for the month of January, we're going to do a reset here. Take your credit card out of your wallet right now and give it to somebody or put it somewhere where you can't use it. Take it out of your phone. Take it out of your online wallet. Do whatever you have to do to get that credit card number out of sight, out of mind. If there is something you need, food, groceries, gas, or whatever else, your bills paid, use your debit card. I would not use that credit card this month. This is the month that we're going to get back on track. And we're going to feel great by the end of January, because at least we're going to know where we stand with our money. And that's what we need to do. That's what we need to figure out this month. So if you can, don't eat out. Don't go to the store. Don't go to TJ Maxx. Don't buy that coffee. You don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need it. We just get bored sometimes and we get lazy with the cooking. By February, you're going to feel a lot better with where you're going with your money. Number 3 trap is paying once a month. Like if you're paying $200 at the end of every month, that's fine. That's great. So proud of you for making that payment. I hope it's more than minimal. And my suggestion would be, if you can, to make that $200 payment twice a month. So if you've saved $100 here at the beginning or the middle of the month, make that payment. Make that $100 payment. And then when you get that other $100, make that payment too. But you've already taken this $100 and put it towards the principal, the balance, the whatever, and it's already gone down. And now you're going to do it again, but it's already lowered because you already made a payment. So everything's actually lowered. That's how I do things. That's how I figure it out. Also, I know a lot of people use their credit cards for all of their bills to get their points, but sometimes we can't do that. And maybe this month we shouldn't do that because we don't want to be swiping and trying to keep track and go, okay, I got to remember to pay off those groceries. I got to remember to pay off that gas. What if you forget? And it goes on to next month. And now your finance charge is higher because I had the money for those groceries to pay on the credit card. I forgot. It adds up. It does hurt you. It will injure you in the end. It will not be good. So for the month of January, let's not swipe anything on the credit card. Let's not swipe anything so we don't have to try to keep up with any payments on anything. We can just focus on what needs to be done. We can get a clear head. We can figure things out and go down the straight path and get ourselves out of this situation. Because I know a lot of people are in credit card debt right now. Whether it's $100, $200, or thousands. We probably put something for Christmas on our credit card, even extra food, groceries. You were busy. You might have ate out a couple times. You might have treated yourself to a fancy coffee. I did because I'm human. But now I've written everything out. I've logged into my credit card. I've logged into my bank account. I spent 30 minutes figuring everything out, and it's hard to face. It's really hard to face. But like I said, we're all adults here, and we need to face the music. We need to face this, especially if we have a family to take care of. If you're a single mom, or even just a single person, you need to get yourself back on track for yourself, for your kids, for your family. Like, we need to figure this out because you'll never get ahead in life until that debt is gone. And once that debt is gone, the abundance of things that come to you is amazing. And that's how I feel about it. And that's how I see things. Like, things just were easier. Things were better. Things were less stressful. They definitely were. So once you clear all that debt, almost like the evilness, if you clear the evilness, the good will come. I'm not just making this up. This is truth. This is how I feel. And I feel that life just gets easier once that debt's out of the way. But you have to be strong enough not to allow that debt to creep back in. But I've put the extra groceries on my credit card for Christmas. I have treated myself to the fancy coffee when I was out shopping. You know, I do have my extra money, but it's gone. My extra money, my extra Christmas money for Black Friday shopping for me is gone. But I had it, and I did not go in debt for that. But there were other things that we needed for Christmas, and that's on the credit card. And like I said, I'm human. That's what this channel is about, to let you know that it's okay to make mistakes. It is okay. But it's okay if you realize them and you let it sink in and you fix it. You got to fix it, and you got to fix it right away. And if while you're doing it, you realize there is no way I'm going to be able to pay off this $500 grocery bill, and this is extra food for Christmas, and put some stuff back. Like, get caught up in the moment and realize what you're doing and stop yourself. And you'll just be able to breathe so much better at night. So if you can put a payment on your credit card in the middle of the month and then put another payment on at the end of the month, I think that will knock your credit card down even more. As long as you're making way higher than the minimum payment, you're going to start noticing a difference. You got to be consistent. You got to keep doing it. And any extra money. And I'm talking, if great Aunt Bertha sends you a $50 check and you're like, yeah, $50. Let's be adult here. You're in debt. Put that $50 on your debt. You made that debt. I would take that money, that check, and I would put it on your debt. You're going to get out of debt quicker when you do stuff like this. If you worked overtime, Maybe you worked overtime around the holidays. You made an extra $200 in your check. Put that on your credit card. Take that money. It's not fun. No, it's not fun. None of this is fun. Never said it was. It's never going to be fun. It'll be fun once you're out of debt and you can use that $200 for whatever you want once you're out of debt. Like I said, once you're out of debt, the world opens up and it changes and it's way more fun. But you've got to be responsible right now. So don't just wait for tax season to pay off this credit card. You need to work hard for it. And it is hard. There are single moms out there that they're not able to go out and get another job to pay off a credit card. They're not able to go donate plasma. They're not able to do these things. So that's why you need to sit down and write things out and figure out what can we cut in our budget maybe. What can we cut to have that extra money? But take that extra money and throw it on your debt. Because if you keep doing that little bit, throwing it on your debt, it will add up. You gotta do the extras. You gotta go the extra mile. And that's when you're gonna see progress. My other suggestion too is if you have multiple credit cards that you have debt on, I highly suggest throwing all the money at the littlest balance on the credit card. You've got 3 cards, you've got $100, $200, and $300 on each card. Take the $100 one, that the lowest balance one, and throw all the money at that. Throw all the money at that and make the minimum payments on the other 2 higher ones. And throw all that money. Throw Aunt Bertha's money at it, and throw your overtime money at it, and throw your Christmas bonus at it. Throw everything at it. The other thing is, I know people that get Visa gift cards from their boss at Christmas. Okay, you can't, it's prepaid credit card. Can't do anything. I can't put this money on my balance. That's not going to do anything. Well, what you could do is take that prepaid $50 Visa card, and when you go grocery shopping, you can use that to pay for part of your groceries. And then you take the cash out of your budget of your grocery money. You take that $50 out and you put that $50 on your credit card. It's just simple things like this that make a world of difference. If you're going to buy gas and you budget $50 for gas, but you only spent $47 on gas, I'm sorry. Take that $3. Take the $3 and put it on your debt. You're going to notice yourself getting out of debt way quicker. Please let me know in the comments below. Do you have any questions? How do you handle your January reset? Is there anything that you do to get yourself reset for the new year? Because I am highly interested in what you do. My friend, you are not behind. You just need to figure out the right tools to get you going in the right direction. This year is going to be wonderful and fantastic. I have so much positive vibes throwing out your way to help get you out of debt this year. So I hope you all join me and subscribe to my channel, and we're going to continue on our lives being debt-free, get ourselves out of debt, and I will see you all in my next video.